Have you ever wished that a guy could feel the way you do about him? Even though you can't change how someone feels, you can be real and let a relationship happen on its own. Being honest with guys is important, and here are some tips on how to do it while also giving your feelings room to grow. Section 1. Focused on you. 1. Believe in yourself. You should let other people know about your great traits, but first make sure you know and value them yourself. If you question your worth, it's important to boost your confidence. This doesn't mean you need to be too pushy, talkative, or bold. You need to get to a place where you truly accept and value your true self. It's important to find a mix between being safe, kind, and humble. You might need to get out of your comfort zone, but remember that guys like women who are strong and interesting. People who want to control or hurt your confidence should be avoided at all costs. 2 people who respect each other should be in a good relationship, and you deserve nothing less. 2. Dress well. For the guy you like, try to be yourself when you're with him instead of trying to be someone else. Guys are often interested in how you look, so making yourself look good can help you. More importantly, being happy with how you look can make you feel more confident and let your unique personality show. A little makeup can make you look better. For example, mascara can make your eyes look brighter, lip balm can make your smile look better, and concealer can cover up small flaws. You can also keep your eyebrows in good shape with tweezers. Avoid wearing clothes that don't fit your style and instead dress in a way that makes you feel good about yourself. For a safe but eye-catching look, choose pants that fit well and a top that goes with your eye color. Many studies back up the idea that smiling makes you more attractive, so don't be shy about showing off your smile. It will not only make you more attractive, but it will also make you seem more friendly and easy to talk to. 3. Be noticed. If you want a guy to notice you, make sure he sees you. Make him aware of your interest and drop hints that you like him. Know that a lot of guys might be afraid to ask someone out because they don't want to be turned down, so taking small steps can help. A friendly wave or hello or goodbye can go a long way. You'll know he's paying attention when he does the same for you. Start a talk by saying hello and then have a friendly chat. If someone doesn't know you, it's hard to connect with them, so it's important to take those first steps to prove yourself. 4. Be funny. Having a good laugh makes life more fun, but not everything is funny. Instead of taking things too seriously, try to be more fun, especially when your crush is around. Keeping a serious or stern attitude could make you seem scary and harder to talk to, which isn't good. Find your own way to show your sense of humor, whether it's through clever comments, stories, or just being yourself and making fun of your quirks. It's easier to connect with someone who shares your sense of humor because laughter brings people together. You might lose interest in him if you can't find something funny you both enjoy. 5. Show you're open. If you think a guy is interested but hasn't said anything yet, make the first move and let him know you're available. If you know him through social media like Facebook, you could add him as a friend while making sure your relationship status is set to single. Instead, use softer signals like hanging out with friends in places you know he'll be, or letting him know you don't have plans for an upcoming event. Telling your friends about the situation might be helpful because they can offer support, help you get through any awkward times that might come up, and make sure that everyone is on the same page about your relationship status, which will avoid any unintended problems. Section 2. Getting to know each other. 1. Feel free to be friends with him. Making friends with a guy first is a good idea because it gives you both a chance to get to know each other without the stress of a meaningful relationship. Be easy and comfortable with the bond, just like you are with your other friends. Guys may be more open with their male friends, but that doesn't mean you can't become close with him as a girl. This is where the magic happens. But it's very important to be careful. If the friendship gets too friendly, the romantic link could end, and it can be hard to start sparking again after getting into the friend zone. Just chatting once in a while can help keep things fun and healthy in a relationship. 2. Have a talk with him. Being interested in the guy you like is easier said than done. The best way to get his attention is to talk to him instead of just thinking about him. A good way to start is to ask questions that make people think. Find out about his family, friends, and life events, and share funny stories to get to know each other better. You'll be making progress if you can get him to talk about something he really cares about, like his favorite band, sports team, or book. You'll build a relationship with him through these talks, and he'll start to associate good feelings with you. 3. Give him a compliment. Don't be afraid to compliment him now and then. Guys like constructive comments just as much as anyone else. It's important to avoid giving fake praise though, because it can come across as fake. Focus on comments that are sincere, like telling him you like his dimples or his stylish haircut. You should know that guys might not like being complimented, so something easy like, "I love the color of your eyes" is fine. Additionally, comments don't have to be only about how someone looks. Show your admiration for his energy when he talks about his interests. Let him know you're proud of his accomplishments, whether they are in school or at sports. 4. Hang out and do stuff together. By doing things together, you can strengthen your relationship and show off your fun and interesting side. He might see you as a possible partner if you get active in his interests and hobbies. Show your support and excitement by going to his football practice if he wants to play in the Premier League. If he loves rock climbing, let him know you'd like to learn from him and understand what makes it so fun. Be willing to try new things and ask him to join you in things like dance class or trying a dish from a different culture. For him, one of the things that makes your relationship interesting is that you can both enjoy new and exciting adventures together. 5. Discover things you both like. Use the things you and your partner like to do together to make your time together more important. This is a very important step because having similar hobbies is a big part of making couples happy. What matters is the link that the interest makes, whether it's quoting lines from Family Guy episodes or getting deep into things like astrophysics. The important thing is for him to see that you share and value those things. For instance, if you and he both like the same kind of music, ask if he knows of a certain artist and offer to play their CD for him. If you both like the same band and they are playing in town, you could invite him to come along. 6. Connect with the people he hangs out with. Guys care about their friends, so it's important for someone they like to get along with their friends. It's important to get along with his friends because what they say can have a big effect on how he feels about you. Spending time getting to know his friends not only shows that you're a good fit for him, but it also shows how easily you could fit into his life. If you can, try to get his friends to hang out with you. When they talk about your crush with other people when you're not around, it can make him think of you. You should be careful though, and not flirt with his friends because that can send mixed messages and hurt your image. Section 3. Taking the next step. 1. Flirt a little. As your friendship grows and you spend more time together, you might want to add a fun touch to show that you're interested in more than just being friends. When you're flirting with a guy, he might finally say how he really feels. A warm smile and eye contact during talks are important non-verbal cues that you can use whenever you see him, even when you're with other people. Looking at him from across the room and making eye contact for a moment before smirking and looking away is a subtle trick that will stick with him. Touch can also send the message that two people are more than friends. When you meet, give him a warm hug. While you're talking, lightly brush his arm. When you're playing around, mess up his hair. These actions create a flirty atmosphere and gently show that you're interested. 2. Send him a text. If you have his phone number, you could send him thoughtful texts all day to let him know you're thinking about him. Don't be afraid to ask for his number if you don't have it. When you flirt or make fun of him, that's a good sign. Show your support by wishing him luck on a game or test. This will show that you are paying attention. But it's important to find a balance and not do too much. Follow the 2-text rule. If you send 2 texts in a row and don't get an answer, it's time to take a break. To keep things healthy, communication should go both ways. 3. Ask him to join you. If you've mostly talked to them in groups or formal places like school or work, you might want to suggest a less formal one-on-one trip. It doesn't have to be a fancy place. Coffee or a trip to the mall will do. If he says yes, that's a good sign that he's interested. Keep things casual by thinking of the trip as a fun time for 2 friends to spend with each other. If he says no though, don't take it personally right away. He might really have other things to do or be shy about being by himself. Wait a while and think about trying again later. If he says no a second time, it could mean that he doesn't want to pursue a closer relationship. 4. Let him know you like him. It might not be enough to just wait and hope at some point. One proactive thing you can do is show interest and ask the guy straight how he feels. No matter what he says, you get a better understanding of what's going on, which lets you either move the relationship forward or move on. In spite of what some people think, it's not always up to guys to start a relationship. A lot of guys like women who are sure of themselves, bold and know what they want. Taking the lead might even get you a good reaction because he might admire your bravery. You shouldn't ask a guy out on behalf of someone else though, because that seems immature and might make it less likely that he'll say yes. If you're too shy to ask in person, a text message or note written by hand may work better than asking a friend to do it for you. 5. Be patient. It takes time to connect with someone, and trying to force them to like you could hurt the friendship. Too much attention should not be given to him, and things should be left alone to develop properly. Allow the friendship to grow naturally or end on its own. Remember to be patient. At some point, he will talk about how he feels, whether you feel the same way or not. Don't bother him or follow him around if he's not interested. Sometimes it could be because they aren't compatible or he isn't ready for a long-term engagement. In these situations, it's important to get on with your life right away. It's normal to feel rejected, and everyone goes through it at some point. Remember that if you stay confident in yourself, you'll find the right person many times over. 6. Consider his feelings. Last but not least, remember that you can't change what other people do or think. You might like him, but you don't have to be an important part of his life. It's important to accept things as they are. Ask yourself if there's anything an unknown guy could do to make you like him. What other people do probably won't change how you feel. At the end of the day, you decide if you like him, if he fits into your life, and if his sense of fun is compatible with yours. In the same way, he can only try to be the best version of himself, and he hopes you understand that. In the opposite direction, you should also follow your heart and focus on being the best person you can be, letting things happen as they may.